This is a forum which allows all of us to discuss the interests of what serves all of us. At the end of the day, the only real sustainable development is commercially sustainable development. And to drive that, private sector should be involved.
Go through the whole value chain and you bring billions of young people into entrepreneurs in agriculture.
It was very clear for the meeting that a strong leadership is very important for increasing productivity.
My overall expectations are to get a lot of networking going, a lot of contacts, a lot of understanding exactly of what the youth's problems are, what the general farmers' problems are, and also having some sort of bilateral talks so we can also have inter-trading between African countries.
That Africa is not a poor continent. Africa is a rich continent with lots of poor people. Why can't we process and do it for our own middle class and keep some of the $35 billion we used to import for our own farmers, for our own people?
Well, one of the messages that we have is to try to figure out how we can get more young people involved in the agriculture sector. The population of Africa will double by 2050, and that's a lot of people to feed. And so this is one very, very viable way for young people to have a career in a really prospering business.
Hot, humid climates present a special challenge in terms of safe storage.
We had problems with drying. If the parboiled rice is not properly dried, milling becomes a challenge. So we introduced moisture meters and proper drying processes.
The cocoon is bigger than this. No, I did not bring it in my briefcase. This is what is getting a lot of attention here and needs to, because if we're going to feed a growing population in the face of climate change, we must reduce those losses.
Presently, Africa's involvement in the agriculture value chain is mainly in the production of raw agriculture outputs, with value addition mainly occurring outside the continent. Domestic private sector can directly link into the global value chain dynamics by providing specific skills for products to the international production networks.
What is expected from the private sector itself in being accountable to the government and the public?
So when we talk about capacity, it's about having a technical knowledge, institutional environment, the skills for people who have the drive to be able to follow on those instincts and discover the product and the service people need. We're talking about a sector that traditionally has a very slow pace of innovation. And it is now finding itself in an environment that's changing extremely rapidly. Urbanization, globalization, an emerging middle class.